Alright, so I'm not quite sure where my mojo is going right now. So here's the mask, that wonderful... Now see, here's what cracks me up. On my camera, it looks like a really pretty shiny gold, but it's really not. It's kind of that, like, dingy... Because see how it looks all shiny up here? See how it's not so shiny here? This is what it actually looks like. It's that dingy, not so shiny, old looking gold type of color. This is actually how it looks all the way through. My lighting makes it look better. So this is one of the masks. This is the Cry Later, and I think worst comes to worst, I'm gonna gesso it and then figure out what we're doing from there. I apparently need to wipe it down with a baby wipe or something because I don't know, it just got all over my fingers. But that's what I think we're going to start working on. So we're going to gesso it tonight. I'm probably not going to get any farther than that because we all know how slow I am. Suggestions. I need tons and tons of suggestions. I have no idea what to do with these, and if I screw it up, there's no going back. I wouldn't even know where to begin to figure out how to replace this, because apparently it's like really old. It was my husband's grandfather's thing that he had hanging up in his house. So I hope I don't screw it up. I'm kind of aiming for, just so you guys can help me out, with the Smile Now, I want it to be more feminine, and with the Cry Later, I want it more masculine, if that makes sense. So that's the look I'm going for. I kind of figured to start with this one first because the feminine one's pretty much going to be easier, I think. I don't know. Feminine things are always easier for me to do. To make a masculine card takes me forever. Can't figure out what to do with it. Feminine cards, I'm on it. I can do it. But I think my mojo is kind of blah right now because this, remember this thing? It's empty. I got my markers in and realized I made my shelving too small. They are like exactly the perfect fit to slide in if you only have like 6 or 7 per shelf. It works beautifully. You guys saw it. Worked amazing, right? And then I got all my markers in and everything started bowing and going every which direction I didn't want it to go. So now I don't know what to do with this thing. I don't know what to use it for. I don't want to pitch it because that's like a whole bunch of chipboard wasted. So I don't know what to do with it. So if you guys can give me any suggestions on what to do with this bad boy, because I don't know. Have you guys ever made a project where it works for a minute and then you realize it's no longer working and then you get upset because it didn't work out the way you had it planned? That's kind of how I feel right now. I feel frustrated. I was so upset, like I was ready to throw it in the garbage. I was angry. And then I kept staring at it going, that is so much chipboard being tossed out the window. Like, because paper you can get semi-sort of inexpensively. Washi tape you can get semi-sort of inexpensively. So I'm not worried about the washi tape and the paper that I used. It's the chipboard. Chipboard was kind of pricey. So I'm a little upset. I don't know what to do with this now. But I will show you what I did. Because like I said, my markers did come in. I had to put them somewhere. So I, without getting my face in the way, oh, you got a headshot. I made a new one. And I made this one with more space, with dividers in the center, so everything wasn't bowing every which direction. It's kind of bowing on the bottom still, but I used all my little foot pieces that I don't have any more to stick underneath, and I'm going to try to tilt this bad boy slowly and show you guys. Bam! There it is. And I'm going to slide it this way. Mask's going to have to move. Get out of the way. Okay. So here's all of the markers. I am so excited. It's so pretty. Yeah, this is kind of annoying me because it's bowing right here in the center. It's making me a little upset. These are all the extras that I have. Duplicates, things like that. And then my blender pens and my true black marker. And then my stamps. Now if I can do this without blinding everyone, I'll show you guys the new stamps I got. I got the Julie Nutting, which is really, oh, there we go, blinding people. Sorry, don't blind, okay. I'm gonna zoom in and hope I don't blind anyone. Okay, look at the pretty markers. Blinding, okay, there we go. I got the Julie Nutting, I believe her name is Candy. There's no dot above that I. I'm pretty sure it's not Candle. So I think her name is Candy. And I thought she was cute. I know she's like an older collection. You know, when I first saw these, I was like, okay, they're cute, and I love what everyone's doing with them, but they don't have faces. It kind of wigs me out. But then, Sonia de Jesus, I believe is how you pronounce her name, made a pillowcase with 3 of these dolls, and I was like, OMG, I want one. Not that I'm saying I'm going to make a pillowcase, because I don't know how to do that. But I fell in love with the doll instantly, even though she didn't have a face. So I got that one, and then I got, oh, don't blind any, don't look, I'll tell you when. Okay, go. This is the Sherry Baldy, My Besties. Is her name Cherry Blossom? I don't know. But this is a stamp that my mom has fallen in love with, so I had to get it. And I told her from now on, every birthday card or every Mother's Day card is going to have this image on it. And she laughed at me, but she's okay with that. I think her name is Cherry Blossom. That's what I'm seeing at the bottom. I'm not sure. I could totally be lying, and I apologize if I am. And then, because these are just a few of the stamps, I think I got this one. Don't look. I got her. Okay, you can look now. Singing Mercy. My girls both do choir. Wait a minute, let me take that back. Brianna's not in choir this year, I don't think, but she did choir last year. Anywho, my girls love to sing. They will sing your ears off. They will sing until they sound like dying cats, because their voices have gone hoarse. That's how much they'll sing. So I got that because I thought that would be really cute for them. And, you know, for other reasons. I can't see what I'm doing. Let me just flip this guy here so I'm on my stamp side. And then, of course, all of my girls are princesses. So I got Sitting Princess Mercy. I didn't realize she was sitting. But that's okay. Oh, and the sentiments on Singing Mercy is, you make my heart sing and just a note. And don't look. Okay, go. I feel really bad. But all of my girls are my princesses, so I got that one because I thought that one was really cute. And that one says, hello, princess, and if the crown fits. And then, of course, I got the, you know, Japanese stamp to honor the one side of my family. I had to get the Hawaiian stamps. So I got Luca, Ukulele Luca, and it says mahalo, and there's a tiki. And he's so stinking cute. And then I got Hula Marcy, and it says aloha with the turtle. And she's so pretty. And I think that was all I got from my Joann's order, because they were like 50% off, plus there was like, I think it was $1.99 shipping, or I got, I don't remember, 20% off, something like that. Somewhere in there. And then my other stamps are in here. Now, this is by far like my favorite stamp. Oh, I gotta remember, it's right now. Can you guys read that? Girlfriends, happy 29th birthday from your 110-pound friend. Love that. And then I got this image to go with it, because I just thought that was funny. because that is so something my friends and I would say to each other. Because we're all finally, and you guys can laugh, it's okay, we're all finally hitting that 30 mark. I think I'm the last one to hit it though. So, anywho, I have stamps here, extra markers here, I have my stamping block, if I can pull it out because it's sideways, here. A couple little extra stamps here that didn't really fit. I have my Stays On ink that I use when I do any type of this stuff. I have swatches that I made for all my colors. Those are all sitting right here next to my ink pad. And then, of course, my markers. And then, because I can't count, nor can I measure, I had a little extra space at the top here, so all of my, like, because I have so much, my little packet of, what is this called? Distress watercolor stock goes right in here. So everything's right together, bam, done. Everything fits. I'm happy. I'm still bummed about the last one, because when I got all my markers in, I was shoving them in, I was so excited, and it looked fantastic. And then I set it on my desk, and everything started caving in, and I about died. Like, my poor husband could see the sheer terror on my face. I was that upset. And it just sits in the corner cubby over here, which you guys can't see that. When I do my room tour, if I do a room tour, when I get to the room tour, because I'm going to do it. I don't know when. I'm working on it. Slowly. Room's not clean yet. But when I get there, you guys will see where I have it sitting in my... Can you guys kind of see it? It sits right here in my little cubby. And there's a Recollections... What is that? What is this? Oh, that's a stamp. Never mind. You can't see it. Just kidding. So I have a Recollections thing sitting here with the little drawers. Which, if you guys can see that. Okay. And then I have a Recollections shelf thingy over here on the side, and it just sits in between. Why I felt the need to describe a piece like that much of my room, I don't know. Just felt like doing it. Thought I'd share. And this mask has a goodness gracious awful hanging thing on it. I don't know how to fix it, nor do I want to, because they've hung with these things for who knows how long. So I don't want to mess with it, but I don't want it scratching my desk either, and you're probably going to get blinded because it is white on the back, and these are not lights. Okay, do you see this thing? You hear it? It's like a messed up banjo. That thing, it's got like evil hooks that are, it's like wire that somebody mushed together, and it's like, if I stab myself with this thing, I'm going to the hospital for a tetanus shot. It's bad. Like, I don't know how this thing is hanging, but I don't, like I said, it's embedded. You can see, can you guys see the lines? Ooh, if I zoom in maybe. Like, can you see those lines right there? I'm pretty sure that's like where the wire goes in. Like, it's rusted back here. And I'm pretty sure that's like where the wires end. So, that's, I don't want it scratching up my desk. Anywho, so the white pad of paper is just an old, not an old, but it's the pad that I used to decorate, oh goodness, that thing over there. So I just decided to, that way it's not scratching nothing. So anywho, back to what we were talking about, because again with the randomness, I'm going to use a baby wipe, and let's find out just how disgusting and dusty and old this thing really is. Maybe it'll be shiny once I wipe it down. Maybe it'll be too shiny when I wipe it down. We'll find out together, shall we? So again, I was thinking like, I don't even know. I was kind of thinking like drywall tape stuff and grunge it up, steampunk it kind of with the gears. But I mean, I want them to go together, obviously. And I'm also thinking because my husband and I decided red and black. That's what we wanted them to be. So this guy is going to be black. I don't know if gessoing in the white is a good idea. I don't know. I don't know what this material is. It's not metal like I originally thought, which I guess is a good thing because I'm not all about to spray paint and get myself dizzy with the spray paint stuff because I don't know what it is about that stuff. The second I smell the aerosol, I get like lightheaded. Instant. So I'm glad I don't have to spray paint it, so that's one thing that's good. Because I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not metal. Because it's chipped and I can see white underneath it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this material is. I don't know what it's made out of. I don't even know how old this thing is. And I'm going to feel really bad if we find out that this was like an antique that was like, you know, worth something and I completely destroyed it by making it my own art. Oh, sorry. Anybody else having allergy issues? My whole house is dying. Not that a sip of coffee will help. I'm realizing now there's a tad bit of silver underneath this thing. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys ever cough so much that your throat just feels like it's going to explode? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I don't like it because it feels like it's bleeding and it does not feel comfortable at all. Oh, goodness. Alright, done complaining and whining, sorry. Did I click on something? Oh, phew. Thank goodness. I freak myself out every time I do that. See, this is why I have to move stuff out of my way, because somehow I'll destroy something. So I just clicked my mouse and freaked out because I thought I lost you guys. I am, however, going to be rude and put a cough drop in my mouth, so I apologize now. But I have to numb this bad boy up because it feels like dying. Okay. Let's get this stuff off. So, yeah, I need plenty of suggestions, you guys. I need suggestions on, like, everything that's going on right now. I need suggestions on what to do with my failed marker holder, because I don't know what to do with it now. My husband's like, why don't you sell it? Who am I going to sell it to? It doesn't work. What am I going to do with it? What's anybody else going to do with it? Can't say, hey, you guys want to buy a Spectrum Noir marker holder and then it not hold Spectrum Noir markers and then I get in trouble for lying. I don't know what to do with it now. And I'm kind of scared to tear it apart because I used E6000 because I'm a genius. I don't know. And I gotta figure out what I'm doing with this guy. I don't think I need to completely cover him. Probably should have put my craft mat down. Oh man, I tell you what guys, I'm on a roll. Geniusness. On a roll. I'm totally flicking paint into this guy's nose. Alright, that's kind of creepy. We're gonna keep moving. Oh, so how was your guys' week? Hope y'all did something fun and crafty. I need to get back on my blog. I posted a blog tonight, but I feel like it was kind of nothing really interesting or fun. It was just kind of me talking about how much I hate physical therapy. And these wonderful doctors out here, their automatic response is physical therapy. Let's start there. And I'm thinking to myself, this is torture. This is not therapy. I feel like dying every time I walk out. I have to remind myself, Grandpa did it, you can too. Shush. Quit complaining. And then I kind of get mad because why didn't Grandpa complain? It's so not right. Totally should complain. I would have. I am, actually. I went to my new doctor, which totally threw me off. Have you guys ever heard a name and gone like, okay, so he's going to be like this race. And then you meet the person and it's totally not what you thought? Is that weird? Dr. Hudson. No, that's wrong. Houston. Dr. Houston. I'm thinking, you know, why I thought this, I don't know. I'm thinking cowboy. Houston, Texas, you know. He walks in, he's this little itty-bitty Indian guy. What? Completely threw me off. Cool thing was, is he like, I must have made a facial expression or something, because he knew instantly. He's like, it's okay, I get it all the time. Oh, okay. He's like, you weren't expecting to see an Indian doctor? I'm like, no, I'm cool with it. I have no issues with it. Just not, the last name didn't match up. He's like, nope, Completely understand. I get it all day, every day. Okay. Cool. So, nicest guy ever. Actually, really glad that he got recommended to me. Completely understanding. One of the few doctors I've ever met in my life that was willing to answer every question I may have had or thought about that I didn't realize I was thinking about. Because he like flat out answered everything for me. And he even told me, he's like, if you have any more questions, just call. And if I'm not doing, surgery or injections and stuff like that, I'll be more than glad to get on the phone and answer them for you. So, we did x-rays, which we all love posing for those. And, he even showed me the x-ray right then and there. He's like, look, this is what's going on. This is where I can see your pain. This is an issue. I guess, like, my L5... Yeah. My L5S1 is pinched or something. Like, there's not enough airway in between the two discs or something like that. So apparently that's where most of my pain is coming from, and then it just kind of stems out from there. It's kind of really weird. I'm painting this guy's nose. The inside of it. I'm in a really weird mood today, guys. Sorry. Apparently I've been really stressed out. But, anywho. So, and then I had... what is that thing called? A discogram? I hear discogram, and I'm thinking, like, staying alive. I think that's what it was called. I could be wrong. Anywho. Apparently I had that done. I don't remember it. They apparently knock you out for it. That would make sense why I don't remember it. And, so he's going to call my old doctor and get the results from that, find out what happened there. And then we are going to do some dye thing, and I can't remember what the procedure was called. Basically, my biggest issue right now is that I have neck pain, and this is just in, like, my neck area. I have a lot of neck pain, but when my neck starts acting crazy, which actually isn't as often as I think it is, I don't think, if that makes sense at all, my arm falls asleep. So randomly, like, I'll be sitting here painting like I am right now, and my elbow right here will fall asleep to the point where it's so numb that I can hit my funny bone and not even realize I did it until the next day when I have a huge bruise on my elbow. So I'm bruising my arm and not realizing that I'm doing it because that part of my arm has fallen asleep to the point where it's numb. And then all of a sudden it'll wake up, and that's when I realize, holy crap, how long have you been asleep? Because that hurts. You know, that tingling sensation you get when your foot first wakes up and you want to, like, bang it until it falls off, but it hurts to hit it against anything because it's that weird tingling sensation. Yeah, that's what my arm does, and it's random. So I don't get any, like, fair warning. It's not like I sat Indian style and my foot fell asleep. I get no warning. I don't realize it until after it starts to wake up. So he wants to inject dye, some sort of dye. I don't know what it is. Maybe one of you ladies can tell me, or gentlemen. He wants to inject dye into my neck and see if there's any nerve damage, and if there is, where it's coming from. The only thing that concerns me about that is that he didn't tell me what the procedure would be if anything is wrong. Basically, he said, we're going to inject the dye, and then we'll discuss what's going to happen after that. First, I want the answers from it. Which, okay, cool. I'm okay with that. But tell me what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? I'm that type of person. I want to know what I'm up against. I'm one of those weird type of people that want to be over-informed and then freak out when I'm over-informed. That makes sense? It's probably why my last couple of doctors didn't like me. I want you to tell me what the game plan is. Oh my gosh! We're gonna what? No, it's just a possibility. I don't like it. Yeah. Cool thing about him is he's okay to laugh. It's okay if you make a joke. I like those type of doctors. Where I don't have to worry about proper etiquette at a doctor's office. Like I had Jonah and Scarlett with me in there, and they would not stop talking. I'm like, hey guys, I can't hear him. He's like, it's okay. No. I really can't hear you, though. He goes, it's all right, I'll wait till they calm down, and then we'll start talking again. And, of course, he would chit-chat with them for a minute, they would calm down, and then he would start talking to me again, and they would get all riled up and excited, and patient doctor is what I can say about him. Awesome. So, and then, what's the other thing we have to do? Oh, I have to do another MRI, because my MRIs are 2.5 years old, and he thinks that there's, you know, possibly more damage done, because obviously I use my shoulders all the time. Even getting, you know, like a glass of water, you're using your shoulders. So, and your neck and all that fun stuff. Physical therapy with my knee. I told my physical therapist I want to punch him in the face. He laughed at me. I was not kidding. I walked out of there in so much pain. I was like, dude, I'm done. Done. I don't ever want to see your face again. You want to know what happened on Friday? I got physical therapy. You want to know who my physical therapist is for my spine? Same guy for my knees. Isn't that awesome? Oh, that plan totally backfired. Because it was supposed to be, I think I have one more session for my knees. And then I'm supposed to see my knee doctor before I decide what I do after that. Or should I say he decides, because I don't actually decide what's happening. They just tell me what to do, and then I do it. Unless it's surgery, because I'm not doing that. Surgery is my last option. I'll wait. I told my last doctor that. He wasn't too happy about it. He's like, well, I suggest that you don't do the surgery, but I think that surgery is necessary. And I went, yeah, until I'm in here army crawling my way in because my legs no longer work, I'm not doing it. Because the way the doctor explained it to me is that it's not a one and done type thing, you know? Surgery is repetitive. I mean, of course, there's surgeries out there that are one and done. Hysterectomy, can't do that twice. But apparently if I do surgery on my knee, calcium and stuff will, you know, start building up and scar tissue, and then they'll have to go back in to scrape all that out because it's going to cause me pain. And it's just kind of crummy. Just to think about it. It's kind of sad. I don't like it. Am I glad that it happened when it happened? Yeah. I have to be honest. Because it actually was the, like, I couldn't have timed it better. I think Big Man upstairs had a plan for me, and he knew I wasn't going to quit working. But my husband and I had made a game plan that I would quit. That September, actually. Mind you, I got in my accident in October. I was supposed to quit that September. The following September, I should say. Because my son was starting school. And we didn't have anyone that could, you know, babysit Scarlett, take him to school, pick up the girls, drop them off. Because last year was the craziest schedule ever. So we got up at 7 o'clock, took Alyssa to school by 7:45, got home, waited almost an hour. By 8:45, we took Brianna to school. Mind you, Jonah and Scarlett have to be in the car because nobody else is home. Then came home, got Jonah, you know, bathed and kids ate lunch and everything else. Then we took Jonah to school at 12:45. Then went and picked up Alyssa at 2:05. And then had to go back to the elementary school to pick up Jonah and Brianna by 3:22 or whatever it was, some random number. So it was like, you got like a 45-minute break, and then you got like a couple hours, and then you got, you know, another 45-minute break. So, craziest schedule ever. I'm so glad that, like, junior high out here, they take the bus. Because it's over the mileage or whatever the rules are for you to be able to take a bus. So Alyssa takes a bus to school, and my kid's school is literally in the same, like, housing complex as the house. So we walk to school. It's like a 15-minute walk. Which, while doing physical therapy, that hurts. It's horrible. I should be able to walk a quarter of a mile. I don't even think it's that far. To be honest with you, I could be wrong. But I don't even think it's that far. I think it's like a quarter of a mile round trip. And I'm dying by the time we're done with it. I was doing fine until I started physical therapy. I'm just throwing that out there. Can you guys tell I'm a little bit bitter with the whole physical therapy thing? Yeah, a little angry about it. Anyone who's done it, understands my anger and my pain. And understands that it's necessary, but I don't wanna. I don't even think my kids wanna, because they know the days that I've done physical therapy. They're like, yep, just leave her, she's fine. It's okay, she's alright, just leave her be. Mom, do you need any water? No? Okay, don't get up, you'll hurt yourself. So, and then Jonah got his cast off, which was awesome. He was so excited. Got a cast off. He's got his little split thing. He doesn't wear to bed though. The little thingy. It's so cute. Look at how little. He's so freaking tiny. Anyways, so he's got that off. Excuse me. He's got that now, and he wears it, like, he'll wear it throughout the day if his arm is hurting. Not hurting, but, like, if it's sore, kind of, because he says it doesn't hurt. It's just sore and achy, and I think because he's so used to having the cast on, he feels like he needs to have something there to protect it if he's starting to get crazy, which is good. You know, it's a good sign. Tells me he won't get crazy with it. This thing is rocking. That he won't get crazy with it when he's at school, but I'm afraid, you know, because when he's here with his siblings, it's, you know, his siblings, they'll yell at him if he gets too crazy. But at school, he's going to forget. That's my biggest concern, is that he's going to forget where he's at and what he's doing, and just be so excited to run around with his friends again that he's going to fall and, you know, cause more damage. So he has to wear the splint to school. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Doctor talked to him about it. He's cool with it. Thank goodness. So, and this is actually, he got it Thursday morning. This is actually the first night, it's Saturday, first night that he's actually gone to bed without it. So, I think he's kind of gaining his confidence back. Because one of the things that the doctor warned us about is that, you know, he's lost a little bit of confidence in using that arm because he hasn't been able to use it in the last 8 weeks. So we have to keep an eye on him and make sure that he's trying to involve the arm again, you know? Because he came up to me yesterday and his biggest, poor guy, his biggest thing was he couldn't button his pants, you know, the clippy buttons, he couldn't get those to close because he couldn't put enough pressure on without his other hand. And I think he had forgotten that the cast was off. So he comes up to me yesterday, he's like, Mom, can you button my pants? I'm like, no, your hand is free, do it yourself. Oh, I forgot. And to watch this poor kid try to button his, you know, his pants with a hand he hasn't used in a while, it was like his hand just kind of curled up and got stiff. So definitely need to watch that, because if he doesn't, like, adjust back to normal, we've got to do physical therapy. Yay! Because I want to take my 6-year-old and make him cry. I'm pretty sure his exercises would be easier than mine, but I can't guarantee that. I think physical therapy is set there to make you so frustrated and to make you cry that you want to get better quickly, so you do it quickly and get it over with. I feel bad now for making, you know, for, like, trying to boss my mom around when she broke her hip. She's like, this hurts, I don't want to. I'm like, Mom, you have to, or else you're not going to walk normal. Which, of course, now here it is, 6 years later, I think it is. I think she broke it in 2009. She can't walk normally without a cane or a walker if we do long distance. She should be walking on it fine. It's a brand new hip. It's got 0 mileage on it. Okay, it's got 5 years. 6 years. 6 years of mileage on it. Her other hip's got 61. And it's doing fine. She did not want to do those exercises, and when she said she didn't want to, she was not gonna. That was end of story. And her doctor was like, okay, you got to make her do it. I'm like, man, I can't make her do anything. Have you met the woman? She's stubborn. And she's kind of crazy. I will do my best to ask her nicely, but if she doesn't do it, she doesn't do it. She's on her own. Okay, I just have to say this looks really, really funky white. So I think I'm going to paint it black. And then, I don't know how I'm going to do the inside of his mouth without painting my entire day. I should have put down my craft mat, and I even moved my craft mat, thinking I need to use this, and then lovely memory has failed me again. Okay. Keep going. 35 minutes or so. Not too bad, not too bad. It's not full coverage. I don't know if I'm looking for full coverage. I do, however, like I said, I need suggestions, guys. What do I do with this thing? This thing is, I mean, it's massive. It's literally the size of my torso. It may not look that big. Or I might be really tiny in the torso area. Not sure which. But this thing is huge. It's as wide as I am, and it's as long. My head sits literally in this little groove right here. My head sits here, and this thing hits my belly button. The thing is massive. And I wish I was exaggerating or kidding, but I showed my mom today what this thing looked like, and I had to hold it up so she could see it. And yep, that's how I found out. So black and red. Oh, my cough drop is done. I'm going to start dying again. And that's all I got so far. Black and red, feminine, masculine. That's it. That's the whole game plan. That's what I got so far. After that, I got nothing. I do know I need to do something with these Caesar thingies that are coming up and around. I gotta do something with that. I'm gonna fill in the spaces, I think. Gears and keys and grrr stuff. What does that mean? I don't have a clue. Just sounded good in the moment. Oh goodness. Good thing my desk cleans off really easy. Otherwise, I'd be really upset right about now. Yay, another video with me just gessoing. Woo! You guys are so awesome and supportive, and I can't even express how much I appreciate it. Because when I was gessoing the box, you guys were like, it's fine. You don't mind? I'm thinking to myself, who is going to watch this? This is the most boring video ever. And my Miss Josie, you're awesome. She's like, your videos are not boring. You keep me company. I so love that. That is the best feeling in the world, to know that I have made friendships and companionships to where you guys will literally just to listen to me chit-chat and watch me paint white paint all over something. And then, fingers crossed I don't mess this up, turn it into something beautiful. The patience that you guys have with me is just, I can't. I think you guys have more patience for me than I do my own children. And I think I have a high amount of tolerance for my kids. Some days it's questionable. Other days not so much. You guys are just awesome. I can't even tell you guys how much I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, I'm picking up white globby thingies. It's time to start hitting the pot. I'm actually really impressed that I was able to paint like 95% of this with just the lid. It's time to start digging in there. Oh, and I got nothing. Wow, really? Okay, that was fun. And I gotta mail my stuff out, or else I'm gonna kick my own butt. I made, you know, the card for Kim from Kimbo's Creations. And I'm so bad about deadlines, I forgot when the deadline was. But today was her birthday, so I don't know if you're watching, Kim. Hi! Happy birthday! I loved your haul. I'm so glad you got to go spoil yourself a little bit for your birthday. It's awesome. And she's so funny. She cracks me up. She's like, I went shopping for my birthday. Not that I don't shop every other week. I died. I was like, oh my gosh, that's funny. I love watching her hauls, though. You guys find the most amazing stuff, like, from between thrift stores and just random, like, I can't find half the stuff that you guys find at Michael's or Joann's or online or anywhere. I don't have that type of luck. And destashing videos are up like crazy right now. And I've thought about it. I don't know what I would do, though. I don't know what I would destash. I don't know if I have anything worth destashing. Does that make sense? Not because I'm hoarding it, just because I don't know if anybody out there would like it. And go, hey, good destash. I want that one. You know what I mean? Just saw some lady do, and I apologize because I can't remember her name to save my life right now. I just watched a video on somebody destashing Lindy Stamp Gang. Say what? I had the finances, I'd have bought it. Why? Because I'm obsessed with Lindsay Stamp Gang. Lindy Stamp Gang, prima. Crazy about it. Why? I don't have a fucking clue. Somebody can tell me why I'm obsessed? Originally, I was obsessed with Tim Holtz. Still kind of am. Don't get me wrong about that. Still love his stuff. Still think he's a genius. But I'm kind of moving into the more girly stuff now. Y'all got me into the flowers and the laces and the trims and the pearls, and I never thought I would be that crafter. Ever. Because I'm not a girl. I look like one. Don't act like one. I cuss like a sailor, which I'm actually really impressed because I haven't cussed on any of my videos. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I haven't cussed on any of my videos. And if I have, it was crap. That was like by far the worst thing I've ever said. Because I cuss like a sailor. And I know it's really bad because I have kids and I shouldn't do that. It's who I am. I can't help it. I don't wear makeup every day. I wear makeup if I'm going out with my husband, and that's it. If I'm going to a friend's house, y'all know I'm coming all natural. I don't do the whole makeup thing. I have tons of it because I was going to esthetician school. Tons of it. Don't use it. Not often. My hair is never done. It's in a ponytail. Always in a ponytail. Just hopped out of the shower in a ponytail. Going out to eat in a ponytail. Fancy restaurant, it's a ponytail. It's been like that since I can remember. I'm always wearing, the wife beater tank tops. That's my jam. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, there's pretty flowers. I can't say I hate, because I don't now. I used to hate the color pink. Hated it, despised it, could not wear it. Couldn't do it. Everything I had, purple, maybe, dark purple, blue, black. Black was my color. Black and red, because red was as close as I ever got to pink. Now, I'm buying pink flowers, I'm coloring little girls, and everything on them's pink. Y'all are turning me into a girl, and I don't know what to do about it. So when I craft, I'm very feminine, I suppose. Physically, not so much. That apparently is never going to change. I will, however, wear a pink shirt. That is new. Never done that before. Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird for anyone else. It's weird for me. So I'm like, really? I'm against a color? I won't... Like, I literally, if somebody bought me a pink shirt, I would ask them where they got it from. Just, hey, where did you get this from? It's really cute. And then go to that store and exchange it. Just so I wouldn't have to wear pink. Let me take that back. The only time I would wear pink was in October. And that's because one of my customers who used to come in all the time, amazing woman, love her to pieces. I don't know if she watches this. I highly doubt it. But started off as a customer and became an awesome friend. She is a breast cancer survivor. So for her, I will wear pink in October. And for all the women who are fighting and battling and surviving every single day with that horrible disease, I will wear pink out of respect for them. And it's funny because I wear pink every day because of my tattoo. I have a pink hibiscus flower on my leg. And that's in respect of Scarlett, because she was my girl that was born. And then I have a blue hibiscus that is for Jonah, obviously. And then I have a red, kind of like a sunset type of color, red and orange. And that's the symbolization of me. in the middle. And then I have, because I don't believe in names, I don't know, it's kind of like a superstition of mine. If you put a name on, it goes away. That makes sense. So if I put my husband's name on my body somewhere, we're going to get divorced and fall apart. Is that true? No. Just a superstition of mine. Because if we ever got divorced, I would forever have to date guys named Jason just so it wouldn't be awkward. It's a joke. Sorry. Bad joke. That's what my husband and I tell each other all the time, though. It's, just out of respect. But I have 4 leaves on my leg, and that represents all 4 of my children. It's a pretty big tattoo. It covers up my entire calf, actually. The side of my calf, I should say. It's my husband's fault. I never wanted a tattoo. I have a needle phobia, like a really bad needle phobia. And this is not the reason to get a tattoo, but I thought it was genius. I was going to get over my fear of needles by getting a massive tattoo. I cried the entire time. I'm not even going to lie. Actually, no, I was good the first 2 hours. This tattoo took 8 hours, my friends. 8 hours, and I thought I was going to die. That man was no longer my friend. He was my mortal enemy, and I wanted to punch him in the face. I was done. And then, because I was in so much pain, he forgot that the stems that go inside the hibiscus flowers, and he came back in 2 weeks and was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm like, oh no, we're done, sir. We are done. He was a buddy of ours, and he would come over and do tattoos. So yeah, I was not happy with him at all. We were no longer friends. Okay, I think I'm just about done with this, and I need suggestions. So hopefully, by this time next week, if not sooner, you guys have come up with jillions of them, and we're going to continue to play. Look at that! 47 minutes, not too shabby. I'm pretty proud of myself right now. I gessoed all of that in less than an hour. Almost twice. Okay, I'm going to let that sit and dry overnight. You guys can see that lovely view. Oh, you guys aren't upside down anymore. Just kidding. I forget. I'm sorry. Oh, don't do it. The whole reason why you're on the thing is so you don't scratch up my desk. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! Alright. So, still staring at it. Still no clue what I'm doing. I have, no picture in my head. It's just blank. I think I'm still really bitter about my markers and how it didn't work out. Although I'm proud of the second one, don't get me wrong. I'm still really bitter about the first one, though. I don't know what to do with it now. Anywho, so I will see you guys in a week for sure, if not sooner. And I look forward to seeing what suggestions come up and how on God's green earth we're going to finish this project. I hope you guys have an amazing crafty week, and I will see you guys soon. Saturday-ish, if not sooner. I'm hoping to get to it sooner. So we'll see what happens. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out.